The Poetics of Play.
'Twas the night before battle, when all through the field each soldier was gathering a sword and a shield, and fighting off sorrow and pangs of distress, in hopes that the morrow day's fight brings success. The general was perched on his steel barded steed, surrounded by barrels of the army's best mead. The colors of the general I held tight to my chest, I the standard bearer, in my best armor dressed. When off in the distance there arose such a din, I knew in a heartbeat an attack would soon begin. Away like an arrow I flew to my rank, lined up all my men and tightened up the flank. The moon shone above us, enlightening our force, an army of thousands of men and of horse. When what to my terrified eye should appear but an orc charge so great to cause any mortal fear. Led by a warlord on his wyvern he flew, I knew it was Azhag and Skullmuncha too. More rapid than elven great eagles they came, while Azhag called forth all his soldiers by name. Now Slashned, now Zerklef, now Aknak and Agrag, on Drefnod, on Batsdoom, on Slacknesh and Dagrag. To the top of the keep, to the top of the wall, now charge on in, charge on in, charge on in all. As scorched leaves that within the winds of magic fly, and are thrown down to earth from the sun-reddened sky, so up to our rank frenzied orc warriors leapt, as we dug in our heels and our footing we kept. And then with a cracking I heard the first blow, with orcs meeting swords and blood starting to flow. As I held my flag high and was holding my ground, in our right flank a stone troll came in with a bound. He carried the bones of past enemies eaten, as a necklace proclaiming all the foes he had beaten. A massive club swinging and meeting its mark, then swinging again in yet a new deadly arc. Azhag, seeing this, gave a bloodthirsty cry, for he sensed an orc victory soon to be nigh. And I stumbled back from everything that I saw, overcome by the force of the incoming waw. But my battle resolve not so easily shattered, as I raised again my flag, all torn up and tattered. With my other hand trembling and grinding my teeth, I drew forth Excalibur from its worn leather sheath. With powerful swipes, putrid orcs began to fall. In the chaos of battle, I had no time to count them all. But despite all my efforts, the orc force kept on growing, the greenskin invasion showing no signs of slowing. In despair, I cried out to be saved from my plight, that the darkness would be driven away by the light. And from the corner of my eye, I saw him appear, the child mage of Altdorf, stepping forth without fear. He spoke not a word, lifting the staff that he wields, and suddenly silence fell over the bloody battlefields. I turned and saw his eyes shining brighter than the stars, and I knew in that moment that victory would be ours. The allies and I all fell down on a knee. As we bowed, the entire orc force turned to flee, and I heard the mage exclaim as orcs fled out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good fight."